What is going on, guys? It is your boy Baseball King 275 back at it again with another video on MLB The Show. Today it is the very first update video of MLB The Show, and it is very exciting because there is a new thing that has been released. If you look above my head, it is the Team EPICS. I'm so excited because I've been anticipating this for at least the past couple of weeks. I have been grinding a lot of the Team EPICS, the career arcs. I've been grinding a lot of the Immortals, and I'm kind of bored. There's nothing else to grind pretty much stat-wise. So I'm like, I need something new to get my mind on. I need something new to stream because I love doing missions for you guys and helping you guys out with these missions. There's so many teams to go by and a lot of things to talk about in this update. So without much further ado, let's go take a look at the Team EPICS. As you guys see here, there are 30 teams going from the left to the right. Underneath the created player tab, on top of the conquest tab, we are going to go through the teams that have not been released footage for the diamond cards or gold cards that they have at the end that was not showcased in the previous stream that they did. So we did the Orioles. We do know it's a Chris Davis diamond. Let's go take a look at the Red Sox reward. You redeem a card in every single team. And all of these cards can be used for the missions that you need here. Let's take a look at the Angels, Oakland, Seattle, Texas, Houston, Atlanta, Miami, Washington, New York, and you get the picture right here. Let's take a look at the Cubs, Cincinnati, Milwaukee. A lot of these cards are redeemable. They're all for free, and you can do them stats here with these cards once you earn them. They're all free, so be sure to redeem them. And let's take a look at what you got to do. So at 90% in the Red Sox program, you get this 87 overall Carlton Fisk. Great contract attributes against right-handed pitching. Not too bad versus left. A solid catcher with that 81 vision and solid defensive stats across the board. For the Yankees program, you get an 85 overall Jason Giambi. Look at that power versus right-handed pitching and maxed out 125 discipline. This card was a GOAT last year. Not a lot of people did have him, but when I did use him in BR, not necessarily the diamond one that they had, but the gold one you got, that card did pretty solid. He did have great stats versus righty, always lacking stats against lefties, but he's a solid card. I'm definitely going after this one. For the Chicago White Sox, you get a diamond Luis Aparicio. This card was in the game last year. Great speed, great vision, sweet contact against left-handed pitching with a nice swing. This should be a solid card. If you want to pull off the bench for a pitch runner, this is a card you might want to go after. Wouldn't necessarily start. Great defensive stats, but if you need someone off the bench, this is a great card to have. For the Kansas City Royals, get George Brett, gold, 84 overall. This is kind of like the Impact Veteran Day card from 1990 that they had last year. Great vision, great contact, solid defense. The difference is this card can play shortstop, and if you need a shortstop that has a great lefty bat, this is a great card to go after. Shouldn't be too hard since the Royals cards are fairly cheap, so if you have finished their collection, you have a lot of Royals cards at your disposal to use to grind this George Brett. The Oakland A's. Now this card was a little bit on the weak side on last year's game, but his attributes are about the same. He's only got 4 pitches, but they are important pitches. Fastball, slider, changeup, and a curve. Great stamina, so this guy can pitch long into innings. Not that much velo, but in this game, velo is not king. He's got a 77 mile per hour curveball, an 80 mile per hour changeup, and an 11 mile per hour differential between the fastball and changeup. Not too bad. His nines should be better, but it's Jim Hunter, Catfish Hunter, great legend to use. Now I looked at every single epic, and this has got to be my favorite one, the 2011 breakout, Mike Napoli. Let's just look at his attributes. 92 power versus right-handed, 91 versus left. He could play catcher, he could play first. If you're putting him at first, The fielding isn't that big of a factor at 64 fielding. He does have great contact across the board at 84 aside. This card is my very first on top of the do list on the Team Epics. He is a card that I'll be grinding for, and I cannot wait to obtain him. For the Houston Astros, the 2017 World Series champions, he has the Hunter Pence, and this card has got great contact versus both sides. He's got a decent swing, 79 speed, but they did do him dirty with only 76 arm. I hope that they were to have done him better with the arm strength, as his arm is at least in the high 80s. Great card. If they had more arm, wouldn't really need him, but if you guys want a gold card and you're a big Astros fan, why not? The Miami Marlins have a card that they released from last year. It was a 90 overall. This year it is an 84. It's a gold, but it is still the same card, if not better, with 109 contact versus left-handed. He still's got that high vision, great stealing. He's got a great glove. He could play short. He could play second, wherever you want him. I probably would put him at second. This card I am definitely going after, as it's a cheese card. This guy gets singles left and right. He can steal a base. He can cover ground. This is a great card. I cannot wait to get my hands on this card. I will definitely be using him in some gameplay. The Washington Nationals have a diamond starting pitcher in the form of Jordan Zimmermann. Not the best card, but it isn't too bad. Should be a solid card to grind out and get. Great arsenal of pitches. Fastball, slider, curveball, change. He's got a 12-6 instead of a regular traditional curveball. He's got decent velo at 74. 86 break. Should be a solid card. This card will be interesting to use. For the Pittsburgh Pirates, they brought in a legend, 88 overall, Bill Mazeroski. Now this card has a glove. This card can hit singles left and right, especially with that 98 vision. He has 125 clutch, and I'm thinking that clutch comes from the 1960 World Series, where he is the very first player to ever hit a walk-off home run in Game 7. The second to do that was Gary Carter back in 1993. This card, Bill Mazeroski, is going to be a stud. I'm definitely going to go for him. 97 contact, great glove. He has got a decent swing. I did use his bronze, win grinding conquest. Definitely a cool card to have for another legend in the game. Arizona Diamondbacks have another lefty bat on their team, as it's Diamond Steve Finley. This card was on the market last year. His contact and power attributes versus left and versus right were fairly balanced. I do enjoy using this card last year. Great swing. I'm definitely going to be going after him. LA, you have a great first baseman in the form of Steve Garvey. Great contact attributes. He does look like the gold card from last year, who had great contact and power versus lefties with that solid vision. Still has a great fielding. He's a great first baseman, but it's not on the top of the list, as there are many first basemen in this game to obtain. Doesn't have the power to contain, but if you want to contact first baseman, Steve Garvey is your guy. And for San Diego, BR reward from last year, 85 overall, Chase Headley. This card is fairly balanced on the hitting attributes. Can play a solid glove, and what I like most, he is a switch hitter. So if you do like switch hitters, Chase Headley will get the job done. Short contact swing, great power. He has high vision. This card is definitely a force to be reckoned with, as this Team Epic is one card that you are definitely going to want to go after. I just reviewed all the Team Epics, and here is the one and only Jon Lester Diamond card you obtain. You can obtain him by playing events. You have to tally 30 wins in total. It doesn't have to be in the same run. It could be in multiple runs, as long as it adds up to 30 wins. Your max team overall has to be a 75, but you can use any card in the game as long as it's within a 75 overall team rating. You can only use left-handed pitchers and left-handed hitters. So if you did stack up on them, good for you, man. You will have made a big profit of stubs. This Jon Lester will be a nice card to use in the rotation. I'm definitely going to go after him as he's got a great arsenal of pitches. You got to tally 30 wins. And if you do decide to go after the streak, you can get a diamond at 12, a gold at 9, and a 6 at silver. If you get 5 wins in total, you get a souvenir pack. 10 wins, a silver, and 20 is a gold Live Series player. So you have a chance at Gary Sanchez or Cody Bellinger. It's pretty solid. Now with this update, there is no roster update, but there will be one heading into the end of April. So be sure to take a look out for that one. If you did enjoy it, be sure to smash that like button. And if you did enjoy the content you saw here, be sure to hit the subscribe button. We're going to be doing more updates throughout the year. Hope you guys enjoyed it. This is Baseball King 275 signing off. Hope you guys have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace, y'all.